you doing, Corey? Welcome to the Stewkast. Yeah, how you doing? It is we're 40 episodes into the Stewkast.
Can you even believe it?
This is 40 weeks we've been doing this.
It's hard to believe. I can't believe that we're 2 years into the stew pot either.
Yeah.
This time has just been flying.
Flying by. Yeah, we're out a little bit later today. Some things happened, but hey, we're here. And
Good.
So we're going to talk a little bit about the firings. I mean, people come and go in wrestling. It happens.
Right.
Always have a backup plan when you're in wrestling. That's my advice. Also, we could talk about SmackDown, Raw, leading into Backlash is what they're doing. And Dark Side of the Ring last week was the Eddie Gilbert episode. And tonight will be the one I'm looking forward to. It was Billy Jack Haynes. He was one of my favorites when I was a child.
Didn't he like just kill his wife? That
was a few years ago. Yeah, he's in jail right now for it. It was a mercy killing, from my understanding. She had severe dementia, and that's what his defense might be that, but I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember us talking about it on the Stew Pod. So I mean, it had to be within the last year or two because.
Probably. I think it was probably last year sometime. I'll tell you the truth. Billy Jack Haynes. The thing about him that was, I talk about like when I was a kid and I was a fan and I was a mark and I didn't have the internet because it was in the 80s. You know, the dinosaurs were roaming the earth at the time. I didn't have the internet, so how you knew about all the wrestlers besides what you saw on television, which was syndicated TV on UHF channels, you went to the store, grocery store, convenience stores, wherever they sold magazines, and you got the magazines.
Right.
That's how you did it. So Billy Jack Haynes was on the cover of all these magazines everywhere because he looked like $1 million. He looked great. It was his look. Excuse me, hit my mic. But yeah, hey, just so you know, check out Hemisphere Coffee Roasters. Just before we check out Hemisphere Coffee Roasters. They are the sponsor of the show. The link is in the description of the show. Click on the link and tell them Lou sent you. So Dugats. So thank you for joining us. Let's take a moment right now. I'm going to pause for a break from our other sponsors, and then we can get on with the show. And we'll take the moment right now. All right. That was a word from our sponsors. Perfect. All right. Thanks, Corey. Thank you all for joining us. Click like, share, subscribe, comment. This is the Stewkast Wrestling Podcast.
Those are some interesting ads, don't you think?
Always very interesting ads.
I'm very interested in those products. I think we should all get some of those products or some of those courses or whatever things they're selling. Let's get it. Yeah,
check it out. Like I said, guys, definitely check it out. We're on the Combat Zone Network, which is a subsidiary of the Fans First Sports Network. Thank you, Joy, for joining us. Thank you, Combat Zone. Thank you, Fans First. And thank you, Corey, for being on here. We were talking a little bit about the Billy Jack Haynes coming up, but the last week's was Eddie Gilbert. Did you watch it with No? Did you know who Eddie Gilbert was?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I hope so. There's a lot of younger fans like, who's Eddie Gilbert? Well, he died 30 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
One of the best in-ring talents and minds in the business you can imagine, because he was a booker. And but you didn't see the Dark Side of the Ring about him? Did you see? Well, you know who was he was married twice. Missy and Medusa Michelli.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Missy wasn't on there. She didn't talk much. And the way they showed Missy was kind of like she was very volatile, and it was just a volatile relationship, and it wasn't going to work.
Mm-hmm.
But in contrast, they had Medusa Michelli on. And she was it surprised me. It took me back because I've only met Medusa a couple times on shows. Never met Eddie Gilbert. And because I broke in 93, he died in 95. I really wasn't getting anywhere in the business until 97, 96, 97. So
when you say not getting anywhere,
I wasn't traveling as much outside of Ohio.
Okay.
Yeah, it took me. My first year or two, I was staying more within my region. I wasn't really getting out as much until I started getting more experience and getting booked other places. So what what surprised me was normal. A lot of times when marriages in the wrestling business don't work, and most of the time they don't work. I'd say most of the time there's usually a lot of animosity and resentment between the two people,
Mhm.
but she showed none of that. She showed none of that. She actually was talking very nice about him and saying a lot of great things about his family, saying that, hey, they let me in, they let me be a part of their family. She was happy. She seemed happy when she was married to him. The problem was he had a drug problem, and he knew he
Mhm.
did. Um, in 1982, I think he got into a car accident and he almost got killed. And he shouldn't have been working anymore, but he kept working for like another 13 years.
Yeah.
And he had a heart condition from it, and he was on the drugs. Supposedly he died in Puerto Rico. Well, he died in Puerto Rico, but the cause of death, they said it was heart failure, but it could have been through the drugs too. Most people were speculating it was drugs, but he
Mhm.
did have a drug problem. But that's the thing that Medusa said. She even read a letter that he wrote her, like the last letter he wrote her. They stayed in touch.
Mhm.
Uh, oh, Renee. Renee. Thank you, Renee.
Good morning,
Good
friend.
morning.
I
Good
know
morning.
it's afternoon here, but it's morning there where you are.
It's more, is he
Re-
on the West Coast?
Renee's in Denver. Yeah,
Okay.
he's
All right.
mountain time.
Mountain time. Yeah, we're on Eastern time here. But thank you. Thank you. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for commenting. Yeah, so it was a very nice letter that he wrote. And it was one of those things that was a good amicable split up when they divorced. But she was very nice about it. So I was really taken back by that. But Eddie Gilbert was a very good mind in the business. And I do have a side story about this. When I was at ECW, and I forgot, it was before the show, we were up by the bleachers, and Mikey Riprick was next to me, and we were talking because I got into a car accident in
Mhm.
Pittsburgh. And I was telling him, he goes, "Oh, are you okay?" I said, "Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine." And then Mikey Riprick said, "Yeah, man, I got hit by a car." And I looked at him and I said, "Was Eddie Gilbert driving?" And Paul Heyman just busted out laughing. He couldn't stop because they showed that angle he did with Lawler when he hit him with the car, which
Right,
was
right,
like insane. That was Memphis wrestling.
right.
So, but Eddie Gilbert was a great mind in the business, and it's a shame. But
Mhm.
so you didn't get a chance to watch it. You might want to check out the Billy Jack Haynes episode tonight or
Yeah,
this week.
I'm interested in watching that one tonight. Yeah,
I
for
like
sure.
this season of Dark Side of the Ring. I really do. This one's been good.
Okay.
Last season, I thought, meh. I didn't think I was me. I was
I mean, some of it this season I'm a little mad about, but I really liked the Mick Foley one. That one I liked probably the most out of every one of them this season that I've seen.
the
Um,
McFoley, the Hell in the Cell.
yeah, yeah, um,
Yeah, because it's weird looking back on it because I actually lived it and experienced it. And
right,
like,
right, yeah,
I was there the next night, and I'm like, "Are you out of your mind?"
yeah.
Yeah, let's set. Oh, hey,
Oh,
Alyssa.
well,
Hey,
pull the curtain back.
yeah, pull back the curtain behind the kayfabe curtain. We've got stories. Wait till your wedding day. I'm going to show up with a bunch of stories. We got
Can't
stories.
wait. Much love. Thanks for the comment.
Breaking news. Breaking news.
Breaking news.
Yeah, Gunther's suspension was lifted.
Well, he was suspended.
Yeah, he
When?
attacked Pat when he attacked Pat McAfee.
I mean, he didn't really attack him. We were talking about from last night on Raw.
I'm telling you right now. What is she? She said Fabe.
Fake.
Fabe. And if this will be an epic wedding. Yeah, it will be. Yeah,
Epic.
epic. Yeah, five
Yeah.
stars. Epic. 5 stars. Meltzer will give it 5 stars.
No, he's going up. He goes up to 7 now. I think. I think he's amended his
Yeah.
5 stars, and he will let them go up to 7 now.
Oh, 7 stars.
I think that's the rules now. I think that's
I feel
he
like
changed his own system.
I feel like this is Spinal Tap. Like, but this one goes up to 11.
Right. Yeah. The star system goes up to 7 of them now.
Okay, what was part of it, Alyssa? The star system? Is that what she's talking about?
No, I think she's talking about the Gunther attack on Pat McAfee.
Yeah, that
I
was
think
part of it.
that she's probably talking. I mean, I
Yeah.
don't remember there being any backlash from, because all he did was like, push him. He didn't choke him out like he did last week.
Well, he's back now, so they did that. So I got my notes here. Do you want to do Raw or SmackDown first?
Let's do SmackDown first, because
Yeah.
sometimes it's harder to remember stuff that's longer ago.
She said the choke out.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah, the attack. Yeah, the attack. Yeah, it's going through on Pat McAfee. Yeah, but first thing I wrote down here was I had the Cena Orton promo backlash. Okay, so I had that.
That was very fart in church. Like it wasn't really over with anybody. Like the like it just felt like it was directionless and very like all right, let's give the people something and just throw out whatever you feel like do. Like, oh, Cena, you be a father.
Do you think it'd be better if they had Cody Rhodes as a champion instead of Cena?
No. I mean, I don't think it would be better or worse. I don't think that it changes it because who it is. Yeah. I definitely think that like it's very.
The best part of the whole show that Friday night was the guy using the prosthetic leg. No, actually, no. Aleister Black, when he hit that black mass, I was like, I mean, that thing looks stiff as hell. I looked at it, I was like, oh God.
Bro, I'm like, and
we're jumping around in the show, folks. Sorry, but
we're jumping around, and you know what? I'm not apologizing to nobody about it.
No. Yeah, I'm just people like.
If you're not used to a little jumping around in topics on podcasts, then you need to be.
No. We're on topic. We're on SmackDown, but this all happened in SmackDown. Right. Yeah, Aleister Black did hit that on the Miz on Mike. Yeah, Mike from Parma. I know he's from my area. I know exactly where he's from. Yeah,
but like,
he was on Real World. I remember
the part, and I brought this up to you before, and I'm going to bring it up again. The part in Triple H's Hall of Fame speech when he brings up Vince McMahon, and he's like, "It's a very complicated situation, but that's the father to my wife, that's the grandfather to my children." And then they cut back to Stephanie and Linda, and behind them was The Miz. And he was there, and he was like, he was making like this real, like, righteous
indignation type of thing.
Yeah, like real, like social justice warrior vibe to him at that point.
That was, I want to make sure I understand you correctly. That was Miz?
Yeah.
You see, that's okay.
And I was like, if I was Triple H and I saw that, I'd make sure he got stiffed with that kick.
Yeah, knock his teeth out. Go.
Hit him harder. It'll be fine.
Good Lord. I had a Braxium debut win, and I put that there. I had that in my notes. Yeah. And then the Naomi Jade angle. This is what I put down. The beginning of it, it looked weak.
Oh, it was terrible.
It looked weak. I just was like, oh, yeah.
It was like,
I'm like, what the hell is this?
Worse than anything I've ever seen.
Okay. So I saw this. You saw the same thing.
I saw the exact same.
I was
bad. Like, okay. It was bad. It was not. It wasn't even that it looked weak. It looked like it was they weren't even running through it. Like it was like,
yeah,
it was terrible. Like the worst.
Nia Jax, Tiffany Stratton here too. After that was just Nia Jax just sitting on her.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see where they go with it, with Nia Jax being back again.
Yeah, she'll probably get the belt back. She probably will. Selena Vega, new U.S. Women's Champion. I got that here. So that's cool. Then I had the Miz and
No one
Aleister
cares.
Black. No one cares. No one cares. The Miz and Aleister Black stuff. Yeah. Whew. Oh, Jacob
That was the
Fatu.
receipt for the face during Triple H's speech.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, you're a real champion for victims now, aren't you?
The weekday episodes are super weak. Yeah, WrestleMania. Yeah, the ladies did good in WrestleMania. Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Not the same amount of botches as good.
Well,
Good
I
Lord.
mean, you stir the botches in. You know?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I had this. Jacob Fatu left Priest and Night Lang, so they're pushing Fatu strong, which he deserves. He's fantastic. I love watching him work. He's a scary dude. And then you got I saw Stevie Richards on a podcast. I can't remember that British guy's name. He always does them with Dutch Mantel. Yeah. And Stevie made a great point. And Mike, I haven't seen you in years, man. I hope you're doing great. We've talked a couple times here and there. We talked about he talked about, like, have you ever met a Samoan wrestler that wasn't a good wrestler? No, all of them are good. That family, you know, all of them were good. Yeah. And
it's a rarity.
I took the Samoan drop from Afa, just so you know. Easiest bump I ever took in my life. I was like, oh my God, this guy's so light. I'm like, God. I was like, it was awesome. I marked out. I marked out when I put over Afa. So of course you put him over.
Right.
Off of the Wild Samoan. So then the last thing I had here, the prosthetic leg, the table ladders chairs match. God, that actually was a good match.
Right. I saw online people complaining that wasn't on Mania because Pete, what's up?
Good.
Yeah. Saturday night was great, man.
It's just a Saturday night.
Being back at the ECW arena, being back at the 2300, seeing all those faces, it was one of my greatest friends I've ever had in wrestling. His retirement match, so I had to come out to support. I had to, I have so much love for that building. I have so much love for those fans who were there, and it was really incredible, and it felt really cool to be connecting with wrestling fans who were so happy to see me, and I didn't think I was that important to these people, that like there were people with tears in their eyes from seeing me.
You can be more important than you realize, but that's cool. That's awesome.
Right. I did not realize that like the impact of seeing me at an event for these fans would be something so special. And like people were crying and hugging me, and like I was like, I didn't, sometimes you feel like you're so unimportant when you go to your average Joe job and nobody knows who you are and they don't pay attention. And
you're more important than you realize. Yeah.
But the fact that like these fans and these people who commit their lives to being fans of something that you do, it's very special. And I got to see Wildfire Tommy Rich. I got to see I got to see Donnie Allen. I got to spend time with like Bay Ragney, Mike Keener, Brian Logan, like, all these, like, I got to spend time with Missy. So like, shout out to Missy Sampson. If you guys,
I thought you said Missy Hyatt. I was like,
no, Missy. If you're fans of women's wrestling, check out Bell to Bell. What Missy's doing is incredible. She
absolutely,
she put on, she represented her company on Saturday.
Back to the end of SmackDown. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there, but the TLC match, you said people were upset that it wasn't on Mania.
Yeah, it wasn't on Mania because they said that it was going to steal the tension and the heat away from really be better of a match than the main events would have been.
I don't know about that. I thought it was a great match. I mean,
it was hot. It was a hot match. Yeah.
Yeah. So didn't mean to cut you off there. I was just like, wanted to keep.
Okay.
But yeah, everybody. I've been to wrestling events. It's been a long time since my kids were born, but It's interesting when people reach out to me on
Mhm.
Facebook. You get that feeling. Hey, man, I was a fan of yours. Oh, okay, cool. On
Yeah,
social media, I'm like, I appreciate it. Thank you.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
the Raw. I got the notes for Raw here.
Right.
Did you
Yeah.
watch Raw?
I did. I did watch Raw. Yeah.
I had for that Heyman Uso promo, um, which I just put in there. Passionate was the word
Mhm.
I used,
Right.
and Heyman has a way of doing that.
Mhm.
He's probably one of the best mic guys in there.
Yeah.
What did you think? Do you agree?
Uh, I all the way agree. Yeah. I mean, the funny part was that put they put a world title match in the main event of Raw and like never advertised it, and like it wasn't. It
Yeah,
was just like,
I
well,
didn't.
they
Even,
just
yeah, it was weird because like, oh, it's happening tonight. Like,
yeah,
yeah,
like there was no build. It was just like, all right, put the title on the line tonight, and then they did.
they could have pushed it from a week before and got more viewers, got people
Right,
talking about it. So,
right, right.
you could have. It was Rollins and Rollins and Uso. Yeah,
Right.
yeah, that was that. Then that's at the end. And then I said I had your Austin Theory Sheamus with Sheamus going over. Um, didn't know the purpose of that match really.
It's to feed the tease of a breakup between Waller and Theory because because Waller was politicking to get himself a singles match, and then when
Theory got
he
it.
found out
Yeah,
it was going to be Sheamus, he was like, "Oh, you just give that to Austin." Right.
yeah,
So yeah, it was all it was all building, but it was great to see. I mean, we hadn't seen Sheamus in 4 months, so it was cool to
yeah,
see him back.
yeah. He's back on TV. Uh, yeah, the the Becky Lynch Lyra promo.
That was
they're
that was the best thing I'd seen Lyra Valkyria do so far. Like,
yeah.
and
Do you think she's going to drop the women's intercontinental at Backlash probably to Becky?
probably. I mean,
Mm.
but like, who cares?
Well,
like,
I had here
like
the other women's match, the Io Sky and Roxanne.
mhm.
I had I like that finish with that series.
That was good. Yeah,
Yeah, I like that
the
finish.
fish
Yeah,
out of water leading to a
yeah,
3 count. It
yeah.
was funny because like people would be like, "Oh man, that never leads to a 3 count," and
That's,
then
that's
it
why it was good. Yeah,
led to
because
a 3 count that time. Yeah,
yeah, yeah. And then they were left laying by Julia and Roxanne. Yeah, she was left laying. So that's cool. So they're leading up to something there. Obviously, is there a backlash match with her? I'm pretty sure there would be. Um, yeah,
not sure.
Rusev Otis. His version of the camel clutch, the Rusev's camel clutch.
I'm
They
I'm
call it the
becoming
accolade.
and am a huge fan of Rusev. Like
Oh yeah,
I was when I was marking out. I was like, do the jumpy thing when he comes. Alyssa was like, "Yeah, that was the most 8-year-old boy thing you've ever done."
Then I had the McAfee Gunther promo for Backlash. So,
Hmm.
and that's why he cues back in. And something else here. Oh, I had the Rollins and Sami Zayn, and they brought CM Punk, did the run in. That was the big pop of the match with CM Punk coming in. So,
Right. Yeah. So the uh, the match did it end in disqualification? Like
yeah.
I don't know what the official, but I mean, like
Well,
they made it a title match for the main event of Raw, and then the match got thrown away at the end. Like there was no finish, no nothing. So can't be too upset about that.
nah. Well, like I said, it was just interesting. So I think so for next week, Corey and I are going to be reviewing the Dark Side of the Ring with Billy Jack Haynes and Backlash, Saturday night's Backlash. Are you going to be, is that what you wanted to do for next week for episode 41?
Yeah, I mean,
Cool.
if you'd like, if we have enough time, I don't know if we do.
Well, we'll find out. Yeah.
List list the recent bus flip, the firings, and then
Yeah, go ahead.
preview Backlash. What matches they're already
Okay.
announced?
Well, I know some people that if you want to look it up, because I wasn't really. Yeah, let's see WWE releases.
I have it. I have it pulled up. I can read it so far.
Who got released?
So released in May 2025 include Braun Strowman, Dakota Kai, Shayna Baszler, Caden Carter, Katana Chance, Cora Jade, Gigi Dolan, and Wolfgang.
Wolfgang.
I don't know who that is.
That's probably why they did that.
Yeah, but that's like the, to on top of the ones they did in February, which were like Gallows and Anderson, Authors of Pain, Paul Ellering, Blair Davenport, Isla Dawn, Sonya Deville, and Cedric Alexander.
All right, they said I'm kind of wondering if this is a match lineup or not, because I got it on the WWE website for Backlash.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Strowman might have been a little bit of a surprise, but I don't know. You got John Cena, Randy Orton, Lyra Valkyria, Becky Lynch, Pat McAfee, Gunther. So I'm trying to see. They say these are the featured superstars, but they're not showing the actual, if that's the actual card or not.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Players. It's it'll be on Peacock.
Right.
Let's look at Wrestle Talk. Maybe I'm gonna go on the Wrestle Talk website, see what we got here, because I know they're doing. It looks like that's what they're doing. Those are at least the 3 ones. Maybe there's other ones underneath that they're not talking about. Let's see. They might even announce stuff throughout the week, but yeah, I'm getting all these.
Undisputed WWE Championship match: John Cena versus Randy Orton. WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship: Lyra Valkyria versus Becky Lynch.
Mm-hmm.
They do match: Jacob Fatu versus LA Knight versus Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest. Intercontinental Championship: Dominic Mysterio versus Gunther. I'm sorry, not Gunther versus Penta, and then Gunther versus Penta. Yeah.
So Gunther McAfee, that's the whole show?
That's
listed?
What I'm seeing announced so far.
Okay. So all right. Well, I'll watch it. We'll review it.
Yeah.
We'll watch it. We'll review it.
We're gonna review it. Looks like we have another comment on Facebook. Corey's cell phone.
I have no idea what that is.
I think that's in reference to the fact when I came out to the ring on Saturday, and someone took a picture of me and I was hugging Breaker after his retirement match, and I had my phone in my pocket. My phone was huge and it was bulging out in my pocket. And he commented,
I got a joke. Is that a cell phone in your pocket, or are you just glad to see me? So
yes, my cell phone is very big.
You have a bulky cell phone.
Yes.
So go ahead. Go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off earlier. Sorry about that, but I just wanted to get through this. But go ahead. Talk about Saturday night.
I mean, it was very special. It was really cool, and and then I got to like set up some cool connections with people that I don't think otherwise would have happened if I hadn't been there on Saturday. I got to have some cool moments. I got to hang out backstage with a lot of really cool people. I got to have a lot of conversations. I got to see Gary Wolf again. I haven't seen him in a long time. I got to see
Is that Pitbull Gary Wolf? Is that Pitbull Gary Wolf?
Mm-hmm.
Tell him I said I haven't seen him in forever, man.
Yeah, I mean he always seems to be pleasant. He seems very pleasant to be around.
He's a good dude. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, brother.
Then on Sunday we did the tryout event at the ACPW school. So I got in the ring and got to be able to kind of like open doors. And I think that was part of what Saturday was too. It was like kind of like like get me prepped and pumped for being able to kind of start the whole thing off and do this whole new journey of being a coach. And that's something I've never been before. So I'm excited to start that endeavor.
Cool. Well, we
So,
appreciate
enjoy
each and
pro
every one.
wrestling. Pro wrestling, brother.
Pro wrestling. Hey, just to let each and every one of you know, as a wrestler myself, I always appreciated the fans. And that's the thing. If you lose connection to that, you shouldn't be wrestling. So thank you for joining us. Thank you for letting us be a part of your day. Thank you for talking wrestling with us, Corey. Thank you again. And I got to apologize. I kind of interrupted, but I want to let sure you finished your thought there. And make sure each and every one of you remember that you can tune into us every Wednesday afternoon. Check out the show on the Combat Zone Network as a part of the Fans First Sports Network. Check out the sponsor of the show, Hemisphere Coffee Roasters. Click on the link in the details. Click on the link, order up some coffee. Tell them Lou sent you. Corey, did you have any thoughts before you wanted to go? Take it home.
I want to remind people check out the Sunday Stewpot. You can check
on Rumble.
On
Rumble every Sunday morning.
Every Sunday morning. Or you can check it out anytime. You don't have to catch it when it comes out.
You can click on the link and listen to it as throughout the week.
Listen to it whenever you want. But it drops every Sunday, new episodes. Check out the reels on our Instagrams. Give us a follow at
Put
Corey
in a lot of
Castle
work
everywhere. El Marconi 251 on Instagram. 19 El Marconi 1973 on X. Make sure, if you exist, prove to us you exist. Engage with us some. Just give us a comment, a like, a subscribe. If you like what we do, show us.
Yeah,
enjoy it.
We appreciate. We had the highest amount of viewers this week. We had the highest amount of viewers this week on this show for this show. Now the Sunday Stew Pot, it's growing slowly but steadily. It's growing, and the thing is, guys, we appreciate you and thank you. Like I said, thank you and thank you, Corey. All right, see you guys next week. We'll talk Backlash and more Dark Side of the Ring. All right.